beans are attacked by several diseases which lead to reduced production. Most of the diseases that attack beans are fungal diseases, including hollow blight. We also have anthracnose. Then we also have stem rot. We also have root rot. So those diseases are supposed to be controlled by what we call fungicides. Now, fungicides are agrochemicals which are used to control fungal diseases. One example of a fungicide which we have here is Harvester. This fungicide is in liquid form. You mix 20 mils of it in 20 liters of water and you spray against the fungal diseases, and it works better when the beans are still young. Now, when the beans have reached advanced stage, you may now, or if the disease is not subsiding, you may now cross over and use another fungicide. With the fungicides which we can use, mainly contain an active ingredient we call metalaxyl and mancozeb, and we have some trade names that have that can control the fungal diseases. And we have Ridomil. Ridomil contains metalaxyl and mancozeb, and it is very good at knocking out the fungal diseases. Now, in earlier stages, before the diseases have not advanced, at times you may prevent the diseases from coming. Now, for you to prevent the diseases from coming, then of course you have to follow the recommended agronomic practices like a crop rotation, early planting, clean field preparation, and proper crop nutrition by ensuring that the crop has got enough nutrients it needs. That is by applying the fertilizers at planting, and then later on, if the fertility is not enough, then you can apply what we call liquid fertilizers. Now, for some farmers who may miss out on applying fertilizers at planting, we have a set of fertilizers which you can use. Now, we have these three types. We have Easy Growth Starter. This one is applied when the beans have got two leaves, and that is to enable the crop take off fast. Then, for us to enable the plant to put on enough leaves, then we apply another liquid fertilizer, which is called Easy Grow Vegetative. Then, when you see the first flower on the bean crop, then you are supposed to spray with the Easy Grow Flower and Fruit, which helps in the beans to put on more flowers and more pods, thus increasing the yield. Now, these fertilizers contain NPK, which are the major elements, and also contain what we call trace elements. Now, another liquid fertilizer which you can use is Super Green. It also contains NPK, and this one can be used maybe at some point if you had applied the fertilizers at planting and then you see that the performance is not all that good, then you can apply this liquid fertilizer. So these liquid fertilizers boost growth and enable the bean plants to compete with the weeds and also better fight the pests and diseases. Now, if you have managed your crop very well, then it has to reach a point when you have to harvest. We have to do what we call timely harvesting. After doing timely harvesting, you are supposed to dry your beans at the right moisture content of 12 to 30% moisture content. Now, that moisture content can enable the beans which are in storage, sort of like resist attack of bean weevils. Bean weevils are storage pests and are so dangerous to beans in that if you don't take up control measures, you may almost lose all the crop which is under storage. Now, in stores, if you are trying to store your beans as a seed, then you can mix 90 kilograms of the bean seed with 50 grams of malathion dust. this dust can effectively control the weevils. But if beans are for eating, then we have to take up other measures. And these days, we have what we call pick bags. They are what we call hematic bags, which are airtight. You put in beans and tie very well. These bags can store the beans for some good period of time before they get infested with weevils.